everything. We've got a Marth on stream now, and oh, we've got n0ne as well.
Yeah,
so
this is Gibblez.
This will be fun. Gibblez actually very good Marth. Comes to Xanadu quite a bit.
I actually love the shirt Gibblez is wearing. I've seen a few people with
Just
it.
do it.
And it's like Snorlax just sleeping there. Just do it later, it says on the bottom.
Ooh, almost got up there with that upbeat, but not quite. Okay, so yeah, this is probably the most even matchup. I'd say that is not a Ditto.
Outside of Dittos.
Outside of Dittos. I mean, ooh, this might be... Okay, he's following it up at least.
Yeah, that's been the traditional thought on the matchup, and I think it's still kind of true. And it's one of those where a lot of Marths at the lower levels of skill tend to struggle in this matchup. Their punish game can't quite match up to what Falcon's just innately is, and Marth has to change his style just a little bit. It's not often that Marth's the one that's slower than his opponent. It's really only in this matchup and against Fox, right?
Okay. All right. That was an interesting trajectory for that up air, but... All right. Yeah, I like that Gibblez is really working in his dashbacks. He's avoiding quite a few of n0ne's approaches, coming with stomps, coming with nairs. Ooh, that up air just barely doesn't connect.
He has to find a way to finish him, though.
Yeah, me too. He might tech that. Nope. So used to, we've been watching Wizzy too much.
Yeah.
So you can tech those.
Does the down tilt knock you over? I don't know if you can tech it. I mean, at that percent, it probably does. Right?
I thought he was close enough that he could have.
Yeah.
In case, nice stomp, shield drop, up air.
Yeah, what's funny is that same technique that worked for Vikram, where he used an aerial and went past his opponent's shield to space it. There was not enough room on the edge of the stage, so n0ne was able to jump stomp in response to that out of shield.
Oh my god. What?
Whoa!
What?
He shield drop, dash off to drop zone aerial?
Yeah, drop zone knee. That was crazy. I'd never seen that before. That was cool.
And so, like, you're often looking for Marth to use his like one swing at Dancing Blade when he's recovering, and it's like pretty laggy, and you can snipe it with a lot of characters. Fox notably will often shine spike that. So it looked like n0ne made him think like, oh, I can't reach you, by getting on the platform, and then he stated, I can't reach you, and then immediately reached him after the side B came out.
I really like that nair at the very end that n0ne threw in there, because if he'd gone for another up air, I think Gibblez could have had the opportunity to come back.
Yeah.
The nair just had just that much of a hitbox to knock him out. But now we're on game 2.
Fountain of Dreams. A lot of Falcons, like, you know, conventionally, maybe not conventionally, traditionally did not like the stage. Conventionally, we're seeing sort of a shift in that idea.
I think it's just with the advent of shield dropping being way more readily available to people.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, stomp through platform has always been strong, but that alone was not enough of a threat.
There's that tech we've been seeing.
I really like this play from Gibblez, making it such that n0ne does not have any escape.
Yeah, he fared and then he dashed back to bait out something and then just reacted.
He was able to keep the pressure on in a very safe way, and I think that's the way Marth has to play this matchup when he has a leg up like that.
You're in, grab.
Yeah, pretty lucky for Gibblez to escape with such little percent off a grab. A lot of times a grab's going to connect to near death.
I think Gibblez probably expecting some aerial to come.
Yeah, for the counter.
Yeah, for the counter. Because otherwise I think he could just get a, I don't know, down tilt or forward smash or something.
Slot him, yeah.
Yeah. It's usually what you see. They call that the Fendi. The back throw to whatever, it's the Fendi. Ooh, just a little late. I don't think he expected to go off stage. I think he might have expected to slap the stage and then grab ledge.
See, Gibblez controlling center very strongly until then.
All right, nice. He makes it back. Oh, geez, jab. Maybe that was supposed to be an up tilt or something. Oh, just barely missing that forward smash.
And it might seem like, I guess maybe I feel very, Gibblez is up. Let me just state that in game 2. It might feel like I'm very inclined to talk about the stage in this matchup in particular, and I think it's because, especially on this stage, if Falcon doesn't have the space to get his dash started or to set up that ideal range of being either really far, and I guess in this matchup kind of close is okay for him, then Marth has a huge advantage. And Gibblez has been able to maintain that ideal range for very long periods of time. Unfortunately, n0ne got one of the ideal knees. Yeah, a little trick.
What is going on?
Gibblez knows the counterplay.
He does, actually. I think he just won. Wow, so
the earliest dropped game from a top 100 player at the tournament.
Yeah,
right?
and just completely unnecessary as well. Like that like Marth killer to, what was it, up air, I think?
Yeah,
they
sort of
gave Gibblez the opportunity to come back.
It's sort of like the Bizarro Marth killer where you face forwards and can drop off, do something.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. It was a good response for Gibblez. He has the knowledge. Nice.
He's got a game on the board.
And now we're on one of those large stages where it'll be more difficult for Gibblez to play that containing style that he got so much success from.
Can't really lock him down as much as he did on Fountain.
And not only that, but like to amplify the advantage that a long stage has even more for Captain Falcon.
Blade, let's go.
Wow. It's even just his punishes, he has more room to connect more hits together, and that's something Falcon can really do well.
Oh my gosh. Up air trades with Stomp. Come on, this knee. He would have been dead. Oh, I think he did his up B a little early. I think he could have gotten a little more height off his double jump there.
Yep. Yeah. Waiting out the forward air from the perfect space away.
Very little antsy with that forward smash, I think.
Yeah, I like the way he got off the ledge, though. I'm actually a big, he back threw instead of down throwing. I'm actually a big fan of doing that when you think they might land on a platform. It's a strong position for Marth. But he's at such a high percent that with n0ne's DI out, he was able to escape.
Very, okay, all right.
Yep, n0ne
I was going to say,
being ridiculous, gets him reversed on again. What were you saying?
I was going to say the transformation here would have benefited n0ne a little bit more, given more survivability, but he lost that stock. So I think in this case, he's definitely more cornered than he has been previously, and this transformation, although he couldn't just go to the pit, I guess, but this is n0ne. He's not going to go to the pit.
No, he went to the pit just to make Gibblez think you can go to the edge,
yeah.
And then he took the center position.
That's that top player stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Ooh, okay. That time he came up with a nair, so the counter would have worked there if he'd done it.
Whoa, that was a really strange up air. It looked like he like glanced off the platform and got hit by another one. Huh.